I'm glad to be here, and thanks again for the opportunity to work with you guys. So basically, there's 3 sections to the app. These are the core recruiting sections down here where you see the 6 main buttons. Very easy to use, no matter what your skill level is. And then as you see these sliders go across the screen, this is a great place to always get up-to-date information about what's going on with products, events, etc. We call that the slider. Okay. And then in the upper left, you always want to hit these 3 buttons. And this is where there's an awful lot of administrative, but great stuff. You're going to have training there on the app and other things. You have your success library link right there from the app. Beautiful, mobile, optimized. It looks great. And then down here, I want you to know this contact button. If you have any problems, you just hit it. You'll be able to submit a ticket directly to our experts to help you solve any problem that you might have. So we'll take care of you from the beginning to the end. So the primary thing here is the ability to share content right here under the share button. Manage your prospects. Once you share, people become prospects through the act of sharing, and then you're going to be getting alerts throughout the entire time you're there about, hey, this guy, this person watched the video. They watched 62% of this video, or 10% or 100%. And then you'll have other alerts to say, oh, this person went over and linked to your website. You're going to know that. You're going to find people that are going to request information from you. So the alerts is a really good section. So the combination of these 3 sections are your primary recruiting tools. Of course, there's a 3-way call button we'll get into later where you can actually push or poke your upline to get some help with a 3-way call. And we'll talk about that later. And then events is great because not only will you always be notified and reminded of corporate events here, but you'll be able to put in your own events and invite your prospects to your private events and just keep that within yourself. And then, of course, you'll have a back office link where you can quickly get to your back office. Most used button there is practically is right here. So let's get into share. This is the fun part right here, because what LifeWave has done is a broken up content in a very easy to understand recruiting sequence. See, that's the key, is to give people information in a way that they can absorb it and you bring them along, right, Jim? Because we've worked hard on this and making sure that there's a number of different things here, like product retailing, product testimonial videos, business opportunity. So it goes all the way through an enormous amount of content where you can go left, right, up, down, kind of like Netflix, a little bit inspired, subject videos, and then this is something cool we're going to talk about in a little bit about social media posting images. So
now, and John, before you continue, so it's interesting, and I know you're barrel along and it's all good. The thing also that I love about this, not only do you, all these things you just showed people, showed the folks, the videos and what have you, you can share them, but you can also click on the play button. Notice the play button right in the middle of the screen. You can play that and you can see what that video is. You can review videos. You can make sure you know what you're sending, let alone maybe you've never even looked at the video before. So it's in that sense, it's a training informational tool for yourself, as well as, of course, you then go ahead and share that. So walk us through one of the shares, if you will, John.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Jim. Thank you. Yeah, so you can share or post, and what we call is that sharing is one-to-one, posting is one-to-many. So let's just keep that. Let's talk about one-to-one marketing. So when you hit a share button like this, the first thing you're going to see are pre-written, easy-to-use messaging already set up for you for text and email. And the text is also used when you use Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp, and you'll see. And so what this is there for is for the people who don't know what to say, don't want to say too much, and it's there. Will you be able to modify it? Absolutely. Right before it goes out, you can modify this if you want. So we're going to show you that. So you preview the message, just get a feel for what you're sending now that you select the video. So what do you want to do next? Well, you want to pick who is it you're sending this video to. Couple options. If you just met the person at a coffee shop and you don't have them in your address book, put them right here. No problem. First name, last name, off you go. Okay. If they're in your address book, all you do is tap right here, and you can even search. I'll put my own name in there real quick just for that. You see it? And it allows you to grab their mobile number, their email if you have it, and just load it in. Now they're going to become your prospect. But see, we're very privacy certified. So you're going to tap this little button saying you have consent to talk to your friends, because you do, but it's something we have to have. It's easy to do, as you can see. And then you hit next. And here's what's cool. You can send this by text. You can send it by email. You can send it by messenger. And if you have any of these other chat apps, you can use that. Now, what's nice is the phone knows what apps you have. So if you don't have these, you're not going to see them. You're just going to have this right here. Nice. I'm going to share via text real quick just to see it. Next. And then we have contact reminders. So this is the key to the business that we talked about, Jim. You remember that, the follow-up's everything. You want to use what Phil taught. Phil taught some amazing stuff about how to talk, but we're going to bring two people together here to have that conversation. So that's what we're trying to do. So you have a reminder system. This is just an initial reminder, and then you hit send. And then first time you use the app, it's going to ask you for permission, and off you go. And there it is. And you can see that I can change it. And just like that, I hit send. It'll take you right back to your share grid. It comes in, and that's what your prospect's going to see. It's just that easy, okay? And when they click on that video link, okay, it's going to take them to what we have are replicated landing pages, meaning these are your landing pages. You can see, though, that I already got an alert right here. I'm going to get back to it, showing that I just touched that video for what, maybe a second? Yeah. And the system within a second told me that somebody was watching that video I just sent. And it tells you who it is. It's that cool and that fast.
See, I got to tell you, when you and I first met 10 months ago, one of the coolest things I thought was true, and confirm it for me, the fact that you know what someone's doing with the information you've sent them. To me, that is like a confidence booster in the world of developing prospects like you can't believe, because I know if someone's looked at a video, I know that they haven't, because I haven't gotten a message back to say that they have. So my follow-up is right on. It's pitch perfect. Hey, John, I know you haven't had a chance to look at you probably haven't had a chance to look at the video yet, but I just wanted to touch base, right? I mean, you can know what's going on, and that's a confidence builder, isn't it?
Well, yes, because one of the things that I said was hard in the business is you're afraid to get those no's all the time. You don't know what to say. You're afraid you're going to get a no. Here we've made that whole piquing interest, the beginning of the recruiting system, easy. You can send pre-written messages if you want with high quality content, and we're going to tell you who watched the video and how much, and even so, who did not watch it. Because the people who didn't watch it, I'm just going to go right into this prospect button right here. It doesn't bother me that somebody didn't watch it. The timing wasn't right. So this guy right here didn't watch it. No problem. I'm going to go in. I'm going to put him out for about 3 weeks out, bring it down to about 7 p.m. Okay. And I don't worry about him until 2:18 when I get an alert to follow up with that guy. But the one who did watch it, that one's going to get a follow-up video in the sequence. They're going to see they watch that. And now I am supremely confident and uncomfortable calling them up and saying, I see you've seen some content. I'd like you to hear my story about what has happened with this product. I don't know if it's going to be for you, but I'd like to tell you about it. Use a little bit of Phil there.
John,
right?
I have a question. If we are told that they watched the video, do we know how much of the video they saw?
Right. We do. We know exactly. So like right here, it said less than 10%. Okay. Let me go ahead and click on here. These 3 buttons are really cool in the contact management. I moved now from the share grid over to here, and these are all the people that I've shared with, correct? So I'm going to go ahead and click on these 3 buttons. And first you can just tap on the person, and it shows you the last thing you did. Okay, I sent a video, product tease video 2 on Facebook Messenger. Cool. Okay, that's good. Let me see what else is going on. You tap the 3 buttons. You can call, text, or email with a push of a button. You can share more content. And what's nice is it remembers everything about this person. You don't have to go get them again. It remembers what method you sent. It does everything for you. But I'm going to go to the details. And this is where you get the most fun part of this whole system, is that where you can see the contact history right here. And this is where you will see the exact percentage. If he had watched this, it'll say 61%, 42%, and it'll tell you, but here's the even more fun one, right? So right here, you can say this, right here with add history, you tap on it, and it lets you record what you did with the prospect. You said, oh, I left a message with that person. I don't have to remember. I'm going to tap left voicemail.
Jeez.
And it puts it right here. So now you don't have to remember, as long as you make sure that person has a reminder. And you know what? It does. I don't have to worry about Ryan anymore. Because when I get this reminder to follow up with him, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to see what's been done. and I'm going to call him. I'm going to do whatever it takes. So there's no reason to miss a follow-up. There's no reason to ever worry about that again. So I know that, we could go on and on about this, but that's a basic share, and then contact management with follow-up. Yeah. That's the power.
So step into the three-way call, because I think some people that I've talked to initially are under the misimpression that this is about, calling someone.
Right.
That it's different than
that. Well, let me, and Jim, if you don't mind, I'm going to do one more thing about social media posting here, and then let's kick over. So you guys said, remember I said this is one-to-one marketing. Right, it is. Text, email, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. Well, we know we want to post, and we know you guys are going to get lean on your warm market at some point. So you're going to want to generate new people to talk to, because posting without a purpose is frankly just noise, and you're not converting. So what LifeWave has got are these cool, nice looking images right here that are designed to be an offer, if you will, to get the prospect to want you to click and talk to you more, right? So you've got these amazing images, which are for post only. And what you do is you hit post, and then you could hit Facebook, right? In Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter. And I'm going to put in here, hey, call me if you, today, whatever, right? And then hit next, share. And you guys are going to see how quickly this gets posted to Facebook, but the magic has not started yet. Let me show you what it looks like. You go to Facebook, and I'm going to go ahead and get it to come in. You guys know how much fun that is. So there it is, right? Beautiful image. Call me today. The person goes, yeah, I want to be younger next year. I want to be younger right now. Okay. So they tap on it, and guess what happens? It goes to your replicated lead capture page. Not mine. Not Jim's, not Paul's. It goes to your replicate. So we just went from a one-to-many situation, Facebook, shared 100 times over. Somebody clicks on that. They can do it. They can tap it, and they can put all their information in here. And when they send it to you, guess what? You get an alert immediately that you have a new lead from Facebook, what they clicked on, and we load them right on back into the LifeWave InTouch app. We load them right here into your prospect system under this new purple lead button, okay? That's your new lead button. So it'll ping right in from Facebook, and now all of a sudden you got a phone number and an email address of a brand new person to talk to. That's posting with a purpose. And so we're excited about the amazing one-to-one marketing and the contact management, but we're equally excited about you to be able to generate new people to go from one-to-many to one-to-one. And that's what we love.
That is really cool. So you're telling me I can post it on up my wall, do whatever, and X amount of people look at that, and they have a friend, hey, did you see this? Look at this. And people share. But whenever anybody clicks on it, boom, it's coming right back to me?
Right to you. Because we have the technology that embeds your rep information inside that image so it can't get out. And no matter where it's shared or how many times it's shared, when it's clicked on, it's coming to you. Wow. And we're the only ones that have that. And we're very excited about that and bringing it to you guys. So I'm excited. So real quick, though, three-way call. Yeah. I tap on it. Let me talk about it real quick, and I'll finish up. And the three-way call is designed that when you get to a point that you want to have your upline work with you to talk to a prospect for whatever that might be, for the business opportunity or product or whatever, you have a way of poking them. I was always afraid of not being able to get my upline on the phone, or would my upline not be professional? So the idea was to have a system to poke them so they know I need them, and twice they also know to be professional. That was the idea. So I hit add new helper, and this is where you put the ID in of your upline. Now I'm just putting in mine in here. You guys can all see that, and you're more than welcome to three-way call with me. I might ignore you, but that's okay. But that's okay. But you put in the ID number, username of the person, you hit add, and it sends a helper setup request, just like this. A new helper's been added, and it's just going through right there, okay? So then it goes, it's added in the system, and then what'll happen is when they accept that call, let me kind of get back over here, helper request, I would get a request that looks like that. John Price requests help for you. Yeah, I'll help out John. He's in my downline, sure. Yes. And then what happens is you get a push that quickly back that says John's agreed to help you in the future. No problem. Close. guess what now? John's ready. Okay, he's my upline. He's in the app. I'm going to go to the three-way call section here, and there he is. And all I got to do, because John's on the app, I'm on the app, that's the key. It's a poke system using push. It is not text. So I just go request call, and it'll send that person this request. That upline gets that, hey, he needs your help now in a three-way call. Click a button to indicate your availability. Wow. It's just that cool. It's 15 minutes right now. Say, yeah, I'm ready, but give me 15. No problem. You get a push back. You got to imagine there's two of us here, right? John requested, received your three-way call. Happy to help. Available in 15 minutes. Wow. There's the phone number. So it's a poke system, if you guys will. You then do the call. You don't actually do the call with the app. You poke each other. You set up that call behind the scenes, and now the prospect is just amazed that you guys are, just so efficient and so buttoned up when it comes to running your business. Paula, and that's what that was for.
Paula, you're the distributor here. Just put yourself in this app after you've practiced it for a little bit. You got the hang of it. You kind of know how to use it. How can this, I must tell you, it feels very powerful.
Well, the first thing I want to say is God bless you, John, because I am a total non-techie person, but I am getting this because it's clean, it's simple. Yeah, I'd have to practice with it and play with it a little, but it is not complicated, and I can just see what a fabulous tool it is. It's so efficient in the ways we need it to be, because it always happens. You're in that conversation with somebody, and if you have to send them to their computer or going on the internet to watch that video you'd love them to see, it's another step, and you have no way of knowing if it ever happens. This is genius.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And the one thing I urge everybody to do when they first download it is put your own name, if it's not already, in your phone's address book, and treat yourself like a prospect and text yourself. You can do that. It's very easy. Like I just did. I just texted myself and then watch the video and watch yourself get the alerts, and then go into your prospects and see what % of video you watched, and then leave yourself a voicemail if you want, right? and get comfortable with it, because you can't break it. You can't hurt anything. You can only really exceed. That's really it.
And the fact that you can enroll a distributor from here, you can sign up a customer from here, you have access to the back office from here. We worked hard, and John, you of course brought the template to it that we then worked to customize some things in here. We developed videos that maybe a 25, 30-second video that teases someone, and then they've looked at that, they have, well, hey, let me send another one that's not necessarily the whole story. It kind of like a second video that teases. Then we call, well, hey, he's looked at both quickly. He's digging this. Maybe you call them, hey, I'm going to send you something else, whatever. You send that 4-minute video that we call the rest of the story. Yeah. So now they've got the information, and they've been watching. So then you would categorize, wouldn't you, John? You'd say, hey, that one's hot. Put a coffee pot next to that, or whatever you do there, right?
No, they come in as warm coffee cups just because they're always warm a little bit, right? You just got to fire them up like that. Now you make them hot.
Nice.
And you can filter and sort by all your hot people, just like that. And then you filter and sort by all your warm people. It's just that easy. But the one thing I think everybody loved was this. You clear it out, but then you have this recent activity. It actually ranks everybody from top to bottom of what either you did or they did with your system. It's where the fire is. And that's the beauty of this. You get done a long, hard day at work. Most reps are part-time. Where do I start? That's where you start. Recent activity. What's happened recently? What did I do? Or did they watch a video? Did they click a link? They request some info? Did I get a lead from Facebook? What was the most recent thing? Just like that.
It works Android and iPhone, correct?
Android and iPhone. You can view them on your tablets as well, but of course tablets without texting many times and everything are not as good of a recruiting tool. But so I would recommend use your phone.
I think it's important that people know, here's the name of it. The name of it is LifeWave InTouch. It's not InTouch. It's not LifeWave. It's LifeWave InTouch.
I have a question I'm dying to ask John before we let him go. So if we're on the app and we get confused or we need some kind of help, what is it that we can do?
Well, if you have a problem and something's not working or you really don't get it for whatever reason, you go to the upper left, you hear and then you go down to the contact button right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then right here for questions using this app, all you got to do is tap on it. It'll take your email client. You just send it and off you go. And that will go into our ticket system that our customer service people can actually help you out. And even if you speak Spanish, even though the app's not currently Spanish, if you speak Spanish, you know, we can handle that as well.
All righty. Why don't you go ahead and stop sharing your screen? Let's just put our three faces back up here, John. And the last thing I want to ask as you're doing that, and I know people are curious, normally, I know that you've got some friendly competitors out there that charge you a pretty decent amount of money on a monthly basis, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, they do. They charge anywhere from, I've seen as low as $9.95, as high as, I've actually got somebody the other day who's charging $29.95 for a PC Mac system without an app.
Well,
and then $19.95 seems to be the norm. But yeah, so it's tough out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the good news is David and I made the choice working with you that for probably either up to a certain amount of distributors or maybe for a full year, this app is going to be free to all of our members. And that is, I know, exciting. Can I see some thumbs up out there, please? I want to see. Yeah, well, I could tell you that it was earth-shattering, the cheer we heard in the room when you announced that.
LifeWave has decided as a business decision that we're going to make this application free.
And I just got to tell you that that's a testament to the quality of the leadership at LifeWave and everything, because we're easy to work with too, but that really is you guys. That's how amazing LifeWave is as a company. And I like working with companies like that because in the end, this app is for the reps.
Well, John, thank you very much for your time. You are dismissed, sir. Well done. Okay. And we'll see you on down the line. Okay. Thanks very much for taking the time out for LifeWave Now.